What's up, guys? I'm here at 25 with a more detailed deck profile of my deck. So without further ado, here I go. First, BLS. This card, it's broken. Drop it in any deck as long as you have lightning darts for this deck. For the deck, this card's live. Banish, attack twice, pretty good. Next up, I'm taking a Raikou in my deck, just because it's a really good card. It's good for milling. And also, I can pop something on the field, so it's really good. It's been helping out, and it's also to their light target for BLS, so it's been, useful. Next up, Sangan Searcher. You gotta have it, especially for running 2 tour guides. So I'm just trying to adjust the camera as well. So two tour guides. Pretty much all I do now is tour guide to tour guide, because I don't want to run Night Assailant, and I don't like getting out Sangan. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason for that. Next up, 2 Thunder King Raios. It's Thunder King Ryu. You gotta run, especially against decks that like to look through their deck a lot. So like 6 Sams, it starts them down hard. Same thing with X Sabers, and it stops a lot of big special summoning, so it's really good. Next up is another card I teched in. Oops, sorry. 2 Cyber Dragons. This card's so good, so good. What against my friend who plays 6 Sams, and open double Cyber Dragon, so summon Cyber Dragon, get warning, summon another Cyber Dragon, so you couldn't do anything, and it's pretty much, it went into my favor in that game. And that's pretty much all the tech cards and other light and dark targets onto the Psychic deck. Overdrive Teleporter. As much as I do love this card, it's a really good card. Pay 2,000, pump out 2 level 3 Psychics. This card right now, if you just only run one, it's not good. If you run multiple, it's a lot better. But for me, I just tried one, never came out, and if it did, it was always a dead card in my hand. So I might take this out for something else, maybe like for another trap card, a spell card, maybe another monster. Not really leaning toward the monster part, but yeah. But it's still really good. It's another light target for BLS, and pumping out 2 monsters, you can go for like Barkion Stardust, or if you play this right, you can get TJ Hyper Librarian, Barkion, and Stardust, and I pulled it off once. It was so good, stacked. Next up for the Psychics, 2 Hush Like a Cleric. This card's like your recycler. You just drop a card, banish 1. When this card is sent from field to graveyard, add special summon that monster, so really good. Krabon, Stall, and Dark Target. Sonic Psychic Wizard. Same thing as Cleric, but you don't have to drop one. This card has to be normal summon, so you really can't special summon it. If you do, you lose its effect. So, but hey, it's level 4, so you can easily overlay or synchro summon. So it's really that good. Next up, 2 Commanders. Pretty good card. It's like it's like a 19 beat stick basically, because like I can point for point with the 19 monster. I can get over an 18. It's really good, and it's level 3, so it's good Exceed material, or synchroing material still, because synchros still exist. Next up is 2 Esper Girls. This card is wild. I love this card. This card with live on field is so good, because when they destroy it, if they destroy it, I can get the banish card that was banished from this card's effect and add it to my hand, so it's really good. So it's over a T-King's effect, really good. Also, I've never seen anyone not try to negate it. Like, there's not a lot of cards out there that can negate this card's effect. Like, you can't Veiler this card at standby phase when it goes off. You can Phoenix Chain, but you just wasted a Phoenix Chain. I can still tribute this off or synchro it, so it's still pretty good. And finally, for the Searcher, the heart and soul of the deck, Serene Psychic Witch. If I could run more of this card, I would. Honestly, all my friends now that have been dueling with me for over a year, they know how to beat my deck just because like this is the target, but most of the times they never get to it because I already have beefy monsters on the field. So yeah, that's for the monsters. Spell wise, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Book of Moon, Monster Born staple stuff. Mind Control. Now Mind Control in this format and in this meta is way more valid now, just because like with Exceeds out, you can do that now, and synchroing is still a thing, so you can always synchro, you can always Exceed, especially if you have a tuner on the field, you can always do something, always. So yeah, this card's still pretty alive. Dark Hole, why wouldn't you run Dark Hole? I run 1 MST. might bump this up to 2, just cause like one MST is fine, but I guess it makes me think about more about MST. But I'm one of those players who likes the MST for safety precautions, because if I only have one, I'm like, I should MST that other card, and since I only run one, it's not that good. Next up, since it's psychics, gotta run 3 Italies. This card is broken, cause special, like, if you can pull, like, I always pulled off 2 before, and it's really easy, but pulling off 3 is like a godsend. It's like Italy, you can Italy into Barkion and Beast first turn, like, just go with the nuts, so good. Next up are the traps. These are the basic traps. D prisons, gotta run 2 of those, especially in this format. This card is really good. 2 tarantulas, because this deck relies on destruction. 2 bottomless trap holes, because a lot of shit gets special summon nowadays, so it stops it. And then finally the 1 judgment and 2 warnings. I might add another card in here, because I'm taking overdrive again, so I might just add another MST, maybe psychic overload, maybe a mind over matter, because that card's like solemn warning with the plus of judgment. So it's pretty much like I can negate spells and traps, and the normal or special summon of a monster. I just can't negate flip summons. So, but that's the card I'm looking into. Maybe not, but it's still pretty good. Extra deck wise, Android, because I'm still a synchro user. It's a light target, Cataster, dark target, and Cataster, and Turi Bees, because I can, and really just stops lots of plays. TJ Hyper Librarian, because if I synchro heavy, I can plus a lot. Orient Dragon, against Xian, it's just so good. Special summon this, banish Xian, attack their monster, and they really can't come back from that. That I've noticed. Monetary Barkion, it is Barkion, see? And it stops major plays from, stops a lot of traps from, activating that would like destroy my deck. Black Rose Dragon to clear field, Scrap Dragon because it's Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon because it's why wouldn't you run Stardust Dragon still? It's so good. I'm actually considering though dropping something else for like Red Dragon Archfiend, because it's a lot of cards now just go into defense mode, so if you get over that, it's pretty much good. Zen Mains, Giga Brilliant, Leviair, Acid Golem, number 39 Utopia. By myself, I usually don't get this card out, but if I mind control their monster, I can overlay for something else, so it's always good. And then 1 Chimera Tech, Fortress Dragon, since I do main Cyber Dragons, it's nice to have this card in your extra deck, because if they say it's Gear Geese, or there's like one other, machine monster, or they say they pull out a Tester and Zen Mains, Summon Dragon, Contact, get this guy out. Next up, side deck, GD Crow, 1 Fossil Dyna, 2 Effect Veilers, 2 Puppet Plants, 2 Snowman Eaters, 1 MST, Needle Sealing. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. Change Disappearance, 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, and 2 Phoenix Chains. This was originally Silver Sentinel, but I preferred this over Silver Sentinel, because Silver Sentinel's targeting is kind of wacky, or wonky, or whatever. So I just chose this over that. And so far, this deck's done me pretty well. It got me undefeated last week, like 2 weekends ago on my locals. I didn't do so well last week just because like I had work, so I just kind of scooped as soon as I could. But I just did this deck profile so I could keep tabs on it. So I'm gonna upload it, and if you guys see anything you want to tweak about it, let me know, because I'm gonna be making my own tweaks, but I would like some insight. All right, guys, this is M Here 25 signing out. Peace out.